Welcome back. We now join Tennyson Glasgow for the sports news.
In tonight's sports news, Pollard calls for attention to detail. LeBron James maintains lead in All-Star fan voting. And in veterans football, quarter-final stage is set for this weekend. We ball off with cricket. West Indies captain Kieron Pollard has urged his side to pay attention to the small details and improve their bowling discipline as they seek to come from behind and win the three-match T20 series against Ireland. Labeling those areas as the 1%ers, Pollard said, doing the small things properly was often the difference between winning and losing a cricket match, and said the West Indies had been guilty of not paying attention to these details. When they slumped to a narrow 4-run defeat to Ireland in Wednesday's opening T20 International to leave themselves with the challenge of winning the next two matches in St. Kitts at the weekend in order to avoid a third straight T20 series defeat. In more cricket news, a South Africa pace bowler Kagiso Rabada has been banned for the final test against England following his celebration of Joe Root's dismissal on the first day of the third test. The Seamer screamed next to the England skipper after bowling him for 27 in Port Elizabeth. The International Cricket Council has given him one demerit point, which means he has now 4 in a 2-year period. That triggers a one-test ban. The fourth test of the series, which is level at 1 apiece, begins on 24th January in Johannesburg. On to basketball now. The Los Angeles Lakers' LeBron James leads the Dallas Mavericks' Luka Doncic by 149,564 votes for the top spot in the Western Conference in the third fan return of NBA All-Star voting. The NBA All-Star game starter from each conference who receives the most fan votes in his conference will be the team captain and draft the roster for the 69th NBA All-Star game. The captains will choose from the pool of players voted as starters and reserves in each conference, making their selections regardless of conference affiliation. Voting for fans, players, and the media will conclude on Tuesday, January 21st. Veterans football now, with which we wrap up. The quarterfinal stage of the Veteran in Sports Inc. 2019-2020 season commences this weekend at the Larry Suze playing field in Marbella after the league's festive break. First up is the plate quarterfinals on Saturday, 18 January from 6 p.m. where Canaries squares off against Labowie Connections. Then at 8 p.m. home team Valley Legends entertain the Mornipur Sharks. On Sunday, 19 January, the action continues at the same venue from 5 p.m. Choiseul tackles Bayfort North, and at 7 p.m. Congorians will be looking to upset a rejuvenated CARICOM Masters outfit. That's how we end sports news for tonight.